Hi Scorpio, this is Luke Danny Blue from Seagoat Astrology. Today I'm going to give you some tips about how to live your politics in your day-to-day life, how to get politically involved if you're already involved in activism, how to act on your strengths. As an activist, Scorpio, what you excel at is all the stuff that's illegal. I was just trying to think what can I advise Scorpios to do that's legal? I'm not entirely sure, but I'm going to tell you all these things and I hope you interpret them symbolically and not literally. What you're really good at is espionage. You're a great infiltrator. You're the kind of person where you would totally go to a church picnic with Trump supporters and pretend you were one of them and without ever having to lie, and win all of their confidences and then be able to use that information against them, perhaps, even though you would have a great deal of sympathy for them. You're great at blackmail. You're great at exposing people. I guess one kind of very straight and narrow legal thing I can advise you to do is investigative reporting. If you are a natural writer, then doing some form of investigation, getting deep into putting yourself in a world and then letting other people see that world you've been a part of. Honestly, you can do the same thing for things you agree with. I know of one Scorpio investigative reporter who spent a year on phone calls with a guy who was in prison, who'd been in prison since he was a teenager, and he had a life sentence, and then he wrote a whole book about it to try to both tell this guy's story and also help people understand what the outcome is of that kind of sentencing. On a day-to-day level, you're just really good at cozying up with the opposition. Not because you don't have morals, but because you have curiosity. You have deep curiosity, especially about those things you think are fucked up. That helps you figure out what's motivating them, which allows you to be really subtly convincing. What you do need to watch out for is that sometimes it's satisfying enough just to find out the secrets without doing anything with them. If you actually care about these issues, you have to expose those secrets, or you have to work with them in some way. It can even be helping other people understand, here's how we're going to convince people to come over to our side. So I'm rating everyone's burnout factor from 1 to 10, where 1 is completely unlikely to burn out and 10 is already burned out yesterday. I'm gonna give you guys a 7. The only reason I'm giving you guys such a high burnout number is because you love intensity, and you're really, if you're gonna be involved in political work or in activism in some way, you have to find a way to have intensity so you don't get bored.